Across the valley of Elah, two armies face each other on opposing hills, the air thick with unspoken dread. A wide valley stretches between them, a silent battlefield awaiting the clash of steel. On each side, soldiers stand arrayed, their faces etched with anxiety and weariness. Tension hangs heavy in the air, a palpable presence that grips the heart. Under the harsh daylight, Goliath, a towering figure encased in bronze armor, advances to the forefront of the Philistine camp. His shield-bearer moves ahead, a stark contrast to the giant's menacing presence. The sunlight glints off Goliath's armor, a dazzling display of power and intimidation. He strides with unwavering confidence, a symbol of invincibility against the backdrop of the assembled army. Goliath's voice explodes across the valley of Elah, a booming challenge that rattles the very ground. His shadow stretches long and menacing over the Israelite lines. Choose a man to come down to me. If he kills me, we will be your servants. But if I prevail, you will serve us. Goliath bellows, his words echoing through the valley. The Israelites cower, a sea of terrified faces, their fear palpable in the suffocating blanket of dread. Inside the cramped tent, King Saul's anxiety fills the space, his every step echoing his inner turmoil. Worry carves deep lines into Saul's face as he paces, a king besieged by fear. Around their king, soldiers stand as statues, their fear a palpable presence. The silence in the tent is heavy, a suffocating blanket woven from dread and uncertainty. No one dares to meet Saul's gaze, each man unwilling to confront the terror that Goliath has unleashed. In the valley of Elah, the youthful David arrives, a sling across his shoulder, his face a beacon of innocence amidst hardened soldiers. He carries a sack, the scent of fresh bread, a stark contrast to the impending battle. The booming voice of Goliath reverberates through the valley, dripping with arrogance. David's youthful features harden, his eyes narrowing as righteous anger ignites within him. Who is this uncircumcised Philistine, that he should defy the armies of the living God? David's defiant challenge rings out. Sunlight streams into Saul's tent, casting a divine glow upon David as he stands tall before the king. Saul eyes David, his expression a mask of doubt and disbelief. Saul's voice booms with skepticism. You are only a boy, and he has been a warrior from his youth. David's voice rings with unwavering faith, challenging Saul's doubt. The Lord who delivered me from the paw of the lion and the bear will deliver me from the hand of this Philistine, David declares, his eyes shining with holy conviction. Inside Saul's tent, David's unwavering faith visibly moves Saul, who nods, a decision made. Saul gestures towards a set of gleaming royal armor, a king's offering of protection to a shepherd boy. David accepts the armor, but its weight immediately bears down on him, the metal cold and foreign against his skin. With a resolute shake of his head, David removes the heavy armor, returning to the simple tunic of his past. He retrieves his shepherd's sling, worn smooth from long use, a familiar comfort in his hands. Carefully, he selects 5 smooth stones, placing them in his pouch, each a silent promise. In the valley of Elah, David's unwavering resolve hardens his gaze as he strides forward, the silence amplifying each determined footstep. His eyes lock onto Goliath, the giant's shadow looming large against the valley's rugged terrain. Goliath's booming voice shatters the stillness, a challenge hurled across the valley. Am I a dog, that you come at me with sticks? The giant's menacing threat hangs heavy in the air, promising a gruesome fate. Come here, and I will give your flesh to the birds and wild beasts. David continues his advance, undeterred, the fate of the valley hanging in the balance with each echoing stride. In the valley of Elah, David stands unwavering, his gaze locked onto the towering figure of Goliath. His voice rings out, echoing across the valley. You come against me with sword, spear, and javelin. His eyes blazing with righteous fury, He continues, "But I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty." David's declaration pierces the air, "The God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied." In the valley of Elah, youthful David sprints toward the colossal Goliath, determination etched on his face. His hand darts into his pouch, emerging with a smooth stone, ready for the deadly task ahead. With intense focus, he slings the stone, the air whistling as it hurtles toward its target. The stone strikes Goliath squarely, the giant collapsing face first onto the earth with a thunderous crash that silences the valley. In the valley of Elah, David sprints with furious speed toward the falling Goliath, dust swirling around his sandaled feet. He seizes Goliath's massive sword, the steel glinting in the sunlight, a surge of adrenaline coursing through him. With a mighty roar, David raises the giant's sword high, bringing it down in a swift, decisive arc. Goliath's severed head tumbles to the earth, a gruesome trophy amidst the chaos of battle. The Philistines, witnessing the death of their champion, are gripped by terror, breaking their ranks in a disorganized retreat. The Israelites erupt in a thunderous shout of victory, surging forward as David stands alone, a triumphant beacon against the valley backdrop.